Hello, this is Ian and Jim from DC Digital, and today we're going to be showcasing our DC-300PL Lacrosse countdown timer. This order is going out to Pennington Schools College, and it's going to be used to regulate the remaining time of play for women's lacrosse games. How this works is our high-strength cart carries the timer, and our RF remote controller starts and stops the countdown, as well as adjusts the timer according to the user specifications. This is going to be used outside the campus park in the turf field. So as you can see, we have our two lacrosse timers, and I have in my hands our RF remote controller that is wireless, and it could be operated from a range of 1,500 feet outdoors and 300 feet indoors. So I'm going to start the countdown, and what that does is I press start and stop, and it starts counting down all the way from 80 seconds. It can display a total of 80 seconds and 0 seconds as well once it reaches the time. So now I'm going to stop it, and in order to stop it, you just press start and stop again. Now we've stopped at 65 seconds. So now I'm going to reset it back to 80, and we do this by pressing reset to 80. And we can also reset it back to 60, and we do this by pressing reset to 60. We also have an on and off timer, and that turns the remote control on and off. So now I'm going to add and subtract a digit on the lacrosse. So we do this by our +1 and -1. That increments and decrements the count. So I'm going to count down about 50 seconds. So I do this by pressing -1. And as you can see, it's decrementing each time I press the button. We can also add a count to the timer. So we do this by pressing +1. And now it is 55 seconds that's going to count down from. And so I'm going to press the start and stop button again, and that's going to start the countdown. So now I'm going to cut over to Jim, and he's going to showcase how to level the display using our high-strength cart.
Hello, this is Jim with DC Digital. I'm going to demonstrate how to raise and lower and connect the battery to the play clocks. Currently we have one of them at the highest point, so they have these pneumatic struts that are connected to the upper portion, which slides inside this other square tube, and they raise and lower to give the players a better view of the time as opposed to if it was in the lower section, lower portion. So right now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to raise them. So there's this safety clip. You just open it that way, hold down on this handle, and then pull that out, and then go ahead and raise it. And see how the pneumatic piston goes ahead and raises the display to the proper level. To apply power and disconnect, let's just pull these two heavy duty connectors apart. This is DC, so it only goes in one way, it's polarity conscious. And then to charge the display or charge the battery, you disconnect them here, and on the battery charger we have another connector that would go in here. And I just want to demonstrate how to disconnect the displays and connect the battery charger. So we're going to go ahead and disconnect them, just pull them apart. These are 30 amp disconnects, polarity conscious. Also pull apart your battery charger, get disconnect your power, main power, and then you're going to connect your battery charger to it, plug your charger in, and the charger is ready to go for charging the battery inside this case. When it gets done, it's up to full charge. Opposite, just going to connect this disconnect, and then when you go to play the game, reconnect here. But to lower it, put it back into its resting position, just pull it down, and then stick the pin in. And then there's a safety chain, and then swing your safety clip across, and there you go. Obviously we have adjustments for leveling, so you would raise and lower this, and also setting the fourth anchoring position or leveling position back here, which would give you all four positions to support the display. and I'm going to demonstrate how to remove the display so that you can take the carts down the highway. We recommend that the displays come off, put them in the back seat of the car or the vehicle just to keep them protected from the elements, and also wind won't catch them and do any damage. So just go ahead. These are 9/16 bolts, stainless steel, and just remove this bottom bolt. I'm going to loosen the top. Just make sure this is loose. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate. Eddie and I are going to demonstrate how to lift it off of the upper pole. So remove this bolt, and then with two people, grab it and pull out. So this bolt here is going to slide down into this channel. So we're going to go ahead and put it back on. Just demonstrate how to do that. And then put this bolt back in. Put the washer back on it and the locking nut, the nylon locking nut, and then tighten them all down with your 9/16 wrench. That's how you remove the displays from the cart.
So again, this is Ian, Jim, and Eddie from DC Digital demonstrating our DC-300PL portable battery operated wireless lacrosse countdown timer. Thanks for watching.